Veterans Day gives us an opportunity to give thanks and honor those who have served our country in all branches of the military, both past and present. Veterans, however, do come in various forms, and perhaps no veteran has been involved in more military conflicts and received more commendations than the Battleship, New Jersey. Yes, the United States Navy considers this all-war vessel a veteran. People always think of veterans as being physical beings, actual people who served in the military. But we're standing on a veteran, so to speak, right?
Oh, that's true. This is a veteran of 4 major engagements, Second World War not the least. And she played a really big part in the Second World War out in the Pacific.
Yes, this is the most decorated battleship that we have in the U.S. Navy, and and because of that, it's a special privilege to be here, especially with those 4 commissionings during the World War II, during the Korean War, during Vietnam, and also during the 1980s period. And then, of course, there are those who actually have ties to the Battleship, New Jersey, both directly and indirectly. Now, you didn't actually serve on this ship, but you served with this ship. Yeah. Tell us about that.
Yeah, well, we was up north, around between Laos and Cambodia. We was trying to stop Ho Chi Minh from shipping supplies from Hanoi down south to Coochie and Saigon. So we had a fire mission with this ship. This ship was on the South China Sea, 12 miles out. And we was shooting together because I'm in artillery. So we had a joint fire mission to stop this from shipping from Hanoi down south. Plus, we had the Air Force with B-52s. You see what I'm saying? They were bombing all at the same time to stop these guys from shipping supplies down south.
So I served on this ship back in '55. I was a gunner's mate. Okay. Gunner's mate is I was barely 21. And a gunner's mate's a gun mechanic. Right. And that's what I did on here.
Now, while the New Jersey may only be a bucket of bolts, rivets, and metal to some, it is a floating remembrance of our country's involvement in foreign conflicts around the world, and to all of those who have served and still serve.
Veterans Day is a happy day. It's to, remind everybody of the men and women that gave time to this country so that we all could have the freedoms our Constitution gave us.
I mean, my family goes way back as military service, and this day I think of them more than I do normally anyway, And all of it, all my friends, all the veterans on the ship, which we call shipmates now, even though we are on a decommissioned ship, it's still Navy.
This day must mean a little bit more to you than others.
Yes, it does, because a lot of servicemen died, try to make this, try to make this whole scenario, make this thing happen, And I've always been a person about my fellow soldier, and their caretakers and their families. You see, that's where I'm at,
As a vet, what does this day mean to you?
The day, well, it means to me that people haven't forgotten.
As you stand here on this, and do you reflect, do you think back to what the history is and what may have happened on this deck?
Often. Okay. Often do that. Even like you said, even today, just being up here where there's, you and I, and we're talking, just to look at the ship and imagine what it was like for the sailors at the time, to understand their sacrifice. It's not an easy job. And and along with all the other branches as well. But I reflect quite often. And again, on this day, we thank all of those in the military who have served, and that includes both my father and stepfather. On the Battleship, New Jersey, Phil Andrews, New Jersey News Network.